Once you're done calculating your rehab costs, now it's time to come to the last calculator, which is a deal analysis. You can just click on proceed or click on deal analysis. This is the most important calculator. Here you're going to enter all your costs, and it's going to give you your ROI and your estimated net profit in the end. Okay. So in here, you're going to enter first your ARV, which is the after repair value. If you click on this little question mark in here, it's going to give you details of what that means. So the ARV, it's the property value after all repairs have been made. So basically, for this number, you're going to look at the comps of the property that you're flipping, and you're going to see how much the properties, similar properties sold in that area within the last 6 months. We like to use the closest, the better, but up to half a mile, 1 mile tops of similar properties with the same, similar square footage, similar amount of bedrooms and bathrooms, same style of house. And that's going to give you an idea of how much your house is going to be sold for. You can also ask for your realtor to run a CMA, which is a comparative market analysis, to give you that number as well. So let's say in this scenario that our ARV is $500,000. Okay, so I'm going to enter that amount in here. The purchase price, the really cool thing about this tool is that you can play around with it. If you have not made an offer yet, this is going to help you determine how high you can go on your offer. Okay, so you are safe and that your numbers still work. So let's start with 250. Let's say that we found the property and we're making an offer of 250. The estimated repair costs, because we used the rehab estimator in here, it automatically pulled that number in here. But if you didn't use it, or if you already got a quote, or you're a contractor, or whatever it may be, you know how much your rehab is going to cost, you can manually enter it in here, and it's going to calculate it, okay? For this exercise, I'm just going to leave whatever we calculated before. The estimated hold time, that's how long the project is going to take to be completed. Please remember that you have to account for from the day that you purchase it, that you start the rehab, to the day that you actually sell the property. So remember that after a buyer makes you an offer and you put the house under contract, it can still take 45 to 60 days to actually close and for the deal to get funded. So let's say that I estimate the rehab to take about 3-4 months, and I'm going to add 2 more months because of the time that you're going to have to be holding after you get into contract. So let's put 6 months in here. In here, you're going to put in your holding costs. The property taxes, you can find this information on its public records. You can look at the county to see how much the taxes are for, or you can just go here in Checkmate and look at the details of the property. It's going to show you the tax amount as well. For this property, let's just say the taxes are $4,000 annually. It's going to divide by 12 to give you the monthly amount. If it's in a condominium, here you're going to enter any HOAs and condo fees, how much you're going to be spending in insurance. Let's put about $200 in insurance, about $100 in utilities, that's electricity, water, what have you. So it's going to give you an average how much your monthly holding costs are going to be. All right. Down here, we have financing costs. If you're using a hard money lender or a private money lender to fund your deal, this is where you're going to enter all the information to calculate it for you. Okay. So the hard money lender, most likely it's going to ask you for a down payment. All right. So you're just going to select in here whatever that down payment is, 10%, 15, 20, 25, or you can manually enter it. Okay. For this exercise, let's just say it's a 10% down payment. The hard money is financing 100% of the rehab. So it all calculates automatically here. It's going to give you the total loan amount, how many points that you're paying. All hard monies, it's going to charge you points So you're just going to enter in here whatever that is. I'm going to enter mine manually. I have a really good hard money. I only pay 1 point on my deals, depending on your experience, who you're working with. So you're just going to enter that information in there. The interest rate, whatever interest rate that the hard money is giving you. Please keep in mind that this is calculated based on the amount of months that you entered up there. So here I have 10% interest. It's at 16,384. I'm going to show you here if I change this to 5 months. Down here, it's going to drop to 13,653. So it calculates based on how many months you're actually going to be paying that interest, because you're not going to be paying for the whole year. You're only going to be paying during the time that you are doing your project for. All right. So if you're also using private money lender, you fill that in. Or if you're only using private money lender, you can just fill that in as well. It's going to calculate your total costs associated with financing, with hard money, whatever you're going to be using. Okay. Here we have buying transaction costs and selling transaction costs. We always have to account for it. It typically range between 2 and 4% of the purchase price. It really depends on the state that you're in, the town that you're in. So it really varies in every deal. There's not a set number, but we need to be prepared for it and we need to account for it for our numbers to work. So I'm going to put in a 2% average, and it's going to calculate here automatically. So you can just change that, whatever it is. Same for when you're selling your house. So here includes like attorney fees, recording fees, taxes, city fees, all the fees that you're going to see on the HUD, title insurance, all the fees that you're going to see broken down when you're purchasing or buying a property. That's what these numbers are for. All right, so I'm also going to put a 2% when I'm selling the property just to be safe. And in here, if you plan on selling your house with a realtor, you have to also account for the commission that you're going to have to be paying. So if you're listing a house, you're going to have to be paying a full commission. You're going to have to be paying a commission to the realtor that's listing your house, and also a commission to the realtor that's bringing you the buyer to buy your house. So depending on the deal that you strike with your realtor, this may be a 4%, a 4.5, a 5. So whatever it is, we, have partnerships with the realtors that we work with. We typically pay a 4% commission, but it really depends on the agreement that you have with your realtor. So here it's going to give you an average year selling costs, all right, already accounting for that. So down here, it's showing my total ROI, my total return on investment, and my estimated net profit. So with these numbers, it's showing me a 22% return and a total of close to $89,000. It's a really good deal for a flip. But let's just say that, I was planning on offering $250 and there was a bunch of offers and the seller is asking for highest and best, and you need to determine how high you can go on your offer to still be within your numbers and to be competitive and actually win the deal. So here you can just play with the numbers and see how high you can go. So if you go up on your offer to 260, you're still at a 19% and 78. If you have to go to like a 280, you're making a 13%, 56,000. So it really depends on the number that you're comfortable with. There's no right and wrong. I always tell people to stay, at least above 10% because that's a safe number, to be worth your time. But it really depends on your standard, what you're looking for, what your goals are. So you can just play with the numbers and use this deal analysis and this calculator to help you do that. Just determine your numbers. Always remember to save your progress. Okay, it's going to be stored in a database so you have access to everything. Here you can just enter your email and send it to yourself, or you can download it. So you have access to all this information in a PDF form. that you can share with people. You can store it, you can save it, whatever you want to be. All the information that you enter in here, including the pictures that you upload, it's going to show on this PDF, okay, along with all your numbers. So pretty cool calculator, very easy to use, and just use it.